Heist films have long captivated audiences with their thrilling narratives, daring protagonists, and ingenious criminal schemes. These movies transport us into a world of high-stakes robberies, meticulous planning, and the delicate balance between success and failure. As a genre, heist films offer a unique blend of suspense, action, and intellectual intrigue that has solidified their place as some of the most beloved cinematic experiences. In this video, we will explore the top 10 best heist movies, delving into the nuances that make them standout examples of the genre. From classic caper films to modern masterpieces, each of these movies offers a distinct perspective on the art of the heist, showcasing the creativity and ingenuity of their filmmakers. Starting off our list at number 10 is The Bank Job. Jason Statham has appeared in several British gangster movies, and The Bank Job sees him retread familiar ground. The Bank Job takes inspiration from the 1971 Baker Street robbery in London, which has been the source of persistent rumors because the full details of the case remain unknown to the public. The Bank Job true story retells the events of the Baker Street heist, where a man named Anthony Gavin changed to a woman named Martine Love in the movie plans the heist and assembles the team. According to the film, compromising pictures of Princess Margaret were held in one of the safety deposit boxes. The British government issued a D-notice censoring any press releases about the robbery. Producers of The Bank Job claimed they had inside information from one of the perpetrators and that the film's version of events is genuine. However, until the British government unseals the records in 2071, the mystery will continue.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Terry. We can't pass it up.
Coming in at number 9 is Point Break. Combining crime and surfing requires a convincing cast and an airtight script. Luckily, Point Break has both in abundance. Keanu Reeves made a career-defining role out of Johnny Utah, a young FBI agent who goes undercover in the surfing community to infiltrate a gang of bank robbers headed by the charismatic Bodhi Patrick Swayze. Point Break's heist elements are so fun because the surfers engage in them with such thrill-seeking enthusiasm. While the premise of Reeves as an undercover surfer might sound a little goofy, director Catherine Bigelow crafts a grounded and surprisingly gritty crime action movie with some spectacular sequences. While the heists themselves don't get as much attention as audiences might expect, the movie does deliver one of cinema's best foot chase scenes as Reeves pursues Swayze after a robbery. The bank robbers' use of masks depicting former presidents of the United States is also an iconic touch that has been referenced and parodied many times. Next up at number 8 is Baby Driver. The title character Ansel Elgort is pressured into a life of crime, but he still shows a natural flair and pride in his work as a getaway driver. Using his own personalized playlist for his driving, he proves himself to be the most skilled wheelman while also having a big heart. The Baby Driver soundtrack oozes cool, as do the performances of Jon Hamm and Jamie Foxx as unstable thieves. Interestingly, the actual heists in the movie aren't the focal point as the camera stays with Baby sitting outside in the car. However, the lack of action in the heists is made up for with the getaway sequences. Baby Driver utilizes all of Wright's familiar camera tricks to portray some of the most thrilling chase scenes in recent memory. Away from the action, the movie also benefits from a genuine warmth, stemming from Baby's relationships with his new girlfriend and his foster father.
So you're just starting your day, or did you just get off?
They call, I go, you know.
At number 7 we have Snatch. Guy Ritchie's intricately woven gangster movie introduces a dizzying assortment of unscrupulous characters all chasing after a stolen diamond. Interestingly, The heist itself takes place in the first scene, with the rest of the movie following the various colorful characters who want to get their hands on the priceless goods. This includes low-level boxing promoters, an American gangster, a Russian killer, and a bare-knuckle boxer. Brad Pitt's Mickey O'Neill steals the show, but Snatch's ensemble cast works together to create an immersive vision of a brutal London underworld. Ritchie's fingerprints are all over the movie, from the thrilling storylines to the unique quips that only he can so regularly produce. Each character in the complex web of crime serves a carefully defined purpose, and they coalesce into a propulsive story. Taking the number 6 spot is Widows. The heist genre is disproportionately skewed in favor of male stories. Widows expertly flips this notion on its head and marks a confident departure from the tropes of typical crime movies. 4 women are brought together when they discover that their late husbands were all members of a criminal gang. They decide to step out from the shadows and forge their own paths to pay off the debts they are left with. The result is a radically different heist movie fueled by righteous anger and helped by Viola Davis in electric form. Oscar-winning director Steve McQueen approaches the movie in a grounded and gritty way, making it believable that these amateurs could pull off something like this with their determination and rational approach. Hopefully, future heist movies will follow the blueprint set by Widows, and redress the genre's gender imbalance.
The best thing we have going for us is being who we are. Why? Because no one thinks we have the balls to pull this off.
Alright, folks, listen up. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give the video a good old-fashioned thumbs up. Let's show the creator some love, shall we?
Halfway through our list at number 5 is Inside Man. Spike Lee's first true big-budget genre picture was a bigger success, commercially and critically, than many anticipated, and there are those who argue it belongs in the upper tier of his filmography. An ingenious criminal Clive Owen stages the intricate heist of a Wall Street bank, and a hard-nosed cop Denzel Washington is determined to thwart him, but the plot gets increasingly twisty as other characters get involved, including Christopher Plummer as the bank's president and Jodie Foster as power broker he brings in as a negotiator. The end result is a movie that's much smarter than the sum of its parts.
Just let everybody stay calm, okay?
Don't I sound calm to you?
Yes, you do.
Coming in at number 4 is The Town. A crew of childhood friends makes their living by robbing banks in the town. During a job, the masked bank robbers take assistant manager Claire Kesey Rebecca Hall hostage, but they release her unharmed. Things get complicated when one of the masked thieves, Doug Ben Affleck, begins courting her secretly. On top of that, they are being pursued by hard-nosed FBI agent Adam Frawley John Hamm. In typical heist movie fashion, the expert crew plans one last job that is going to set them up for life, in this case, robbing Fenway Park. While the bank robbery scene is only the beginning of the movie, it sets the tone for the entire picture.
Are you in love with me?
Yes.
Breaking into the top 3 is Dog Day Afternoon. While so many heist movies focus on the slick precision of the thieves, one of the genre's best shows how bank robberies can spiral out of control extremely fast. Based on a true story, Dog Day Afternoon follows a simple heist that devolves into an hours-long siege, reflecting the chaos of New York City in the 1970s. Al Pacino earned an Oscar nomination for his lead performance as Sonny Wurtzik, and the movie cemented his co-star John Cazale's indelible legacy. Sonny is a deeply sympathetic and relatable hero. He may have chosen to rob a bank, but beyond that crime, he's just a good guy having a terrible day. His care for the hostages and his humorous communications with the police distinguish him from the typical ideas one might associate with a bank robber. He's an intensely watchable but flawed hero.
I'm not laying it on you, but you knew that was going on, right? What are you talking about laying it on you? You knew what was happening, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have
Who's
a
on
choice.
Who's on the phone now? We're ready.
At number 2, we have Ocean 11. Danny Ocean was originally played by Frank Sinatra in the 1960 original, but George Clooney pulls off a magic trick by somehow making the character even more suave and debonair. Ocean is a career criminal just out of prison who quickly assembles a large team to pull off an ambitious heist of 3 Las Vegas casinos simultaneously. The starry team of thieves includes Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, and Don Cheadle. Ocean's 11 has such an irresistible swagger and effortless coolness that make it such a joy to spend time in this world. The movie delights in playing games with its audience. It's a puzzle that begs to be solved, but the team is always one step ahead. The entirety of the movie is focused on building the team and planning the heist, but seeing how the job was finally pulled off makes for a crowd-pleasing climax.
Done before. What's the target? When was the last time you were in Vegas? You want to knock over a casino. 3 casinos?
And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is Heat. Michael Mann's Heat has become the heist movie that all others in the genre are compared to. The obsessive cat-and-mouse game between Detective Vincent Hanna and criminal Neil McCauley is so engaging thanks to the incredible chemistry between Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. At its core, Heat is a wonderfully constructed contest between 2 men who will stop at nothing. It is further elevated by Mann's brilliant direction and the iconic way he photographs the eeriness of Los Angeles. While movies like Ocean's 11 have a lot of fun showing the cleverness behind the heists, Heat is even more thrilling in its grounded look at bank robbers. The heists are not elaborate but are gripping to watch as it all comes down to the incredible discipline of the thieves, getting in and out with as much efficiency as possible. Of course, this leads to the moment they are finally cornered, which makes for one of the best movie shootouts of all time.
Don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner. Now, if you're around me and you gotta move when I move, how do you expect to keep a...
These 10 films represent the pinnacle of the heist genre, showcasing the genre's ability to captivate audiences with their thrilling narratives, complex characters, and innovative filmmaking. From the slick sophistication of Ocean's 11 to the gritty realism of Heat, each of these movies offers a distinctive perspective on the art of the heist, cementing their status as true cinematic treasures.